Go for it.
Hey everybody, it's Matt.
And this is Lucas.
This is kind of thanks for playing. I don't
Kind of.
know. We're trying out a new format today. A little something we're calling anything's possible. Lucas and I both kind of want to be a little bit more consistent with our posting because right now, as of the time of this recording, we are a bi-weekly show.
That's right.
And we want to make a weekly, something for our off weeks to keep you, our actually now 35,000, 40,000 growing fan base
Yeah.
entertained because we are kind kings and we care about our peasants.
Yeah. It's all about trying to engage our audience as much as possible, right? So
Yeah.
we're trying to create more consistency week by week. Honestly, the idea for this sort of looser podcasting format, which we're calling Anything is Possible, the idea came because, it's really hard to play more than 2 games a month, especially if you're doing research on them and trying to really dive
Yeah,
in.
like whether or not you like our podcast at this up to this point, like we do put a lot of time into each episode, like researching it, and just playing the game itself. It's at least like, barring the game time, it's at least like an extra 5 to 10 hours of work, and to do that weekly alongside our day jobs, it's just
We're working schmucks at
we're
the same time.
schmucks,
So
baby.
yeah, even
And,
though it is,
I can't quit my job because I need health insurance. So,
Yeah.
Dude, I was so mad today. I was like, I had a long day at work. I'll just leave it at that. And I was like, man, I could quit right now and be okay for a little bit. And I was like, man,
but
then I then I
you
could
have no
die.
you have no health insurance. Well,
I need
can
health
they?
insurance.
I don't really know too much about COVID health insurance situations right now, but
If I
you're.
quit of my own volition, I'm pretty sure I'd be shit out of luck.
I think you're right.
Yeah, like
an
if
Uber.
you go on unemployment, at least in California, I'm pretty sure there's some form of insurance with that. I could be totally wrong. I haven't looked into that because fortunate I've got to keep my job, but yeah, I don't know, man.
Hey,
This is
some
not
people out
fun.
there, don't even have jobs right now. So, people like us should be really thankful.
Yeah, no, absolutely, dude. I saw something today on Twitter that really pissed me off, actually.
Go for it.
So to give context, without getting too deep into my professional career, I'm a recruiter. So I spend a lot of my time on LinkedIn.com, just looking at stuff basically.
Hmm.
And I saw a tweet today, and I'm going to read this verbatim.
Ooh.
And a tweet on Twitter. All right, calm down, guys. Not a new feature. I'm hiring a product engineer to help build one of the craziest iOS apps you've ever seen. You. Intellectually fearless, technically gifted, highly creative,
No.
deeply emphatic, excuse me. I think you spelled emphatic wrong. Wow.
What is wait? What is
I'm not
emphatic?
done.
Okay.
Us. Consumer social plus bleeding edge AI. Shockingly diverse. Hashtag remote jobs. Hashtag join us.
Wait. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, what does emphatic mean? I don't even know what that means. I don't want to Google it either. I just want to know if we can figure this out on our own.
Words are hard.
Second of all, so we don't know what that is. Our audience can probably write us in and tell us what it means, and we won't
Yeah.
know till we get the email after this is released. But second of all, did that tweet just give a bunch of new age marketing millennial buzzwords
I
to
feel
try and
like
get me to develop
I was
their app?
watching that show Silicon Valley, and I've never even watched that show Silicon Valley.
It's a good show. That's a good show.
Yeah, but I don't know. I see so much of this kind of shit on LinkedIn where it's just people trying to spice up their personal company brand or throw all these big adjectives into their job postings to make themselves sound way more important than they are.
Yeah.
And it's just dog, you're a startup. There's a million of you right now. I could go on angelinvestsomething.com, I forget what it is, and find a million different startups just like you right now.
I know. No, dude, you're okay. Yes, you're absolutely right. But here's the
Who describes themselves like this though? Shockingly diverse. That. It is good to be diverse, obviously, but I don't know, just to.
Okay, Matt, I got one word for
Ah.
you. Okay, it's gonna blow your mind.
It's pretentious.
Okay, no, I got one word for you. It's gonna make you invest $1 billion into Thanks for Playing.
Okay.
Disruption. Bam.
Dude,
That's all it
I
is.
remember I was watching a Rick and Morty episode, and it was one where they're trying to like the alien race comes to Earth and basically is trying to enslave them with an app, and then Jerry's helping
Oh yeah,
them
yeah.
start the app,
He just keeps
and
saying
Jerry's
disrupt.
goes to he's like, you guys don't like this just because you're all disruptophobes.
Yeah,
And I'm like, oh my god.
I love that one.
But yeah, man, I saw that tweet and I'm just like, you told me nothing about your company. You just throw all these stupid adjectives at me to try and sound like a really millennial or Gen Z even friendly brand. And I was just like, man,
Isn't work on you at all?
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm on LinkedIn all day and I constantly see people like trying to post all these like super, oh, look at me, I'm a little bit better than you when it comes to being a boss type of stuff, or like, oh, my company's so cool type of things.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know. I'm
I
sick
don't know,
of
man.
it. Sick of it.
I know what you mean. I totally know where you're coming from, but I'm one of those people that really likes to believe the illusion. So if someone comes up to me and goes, flexibility, innovation, diversity, and disruption, I'm like,
No!
I'm
like,
like,
take my resume, bro. Here's my CV. Here's my references.
That's me. That's just me, you know. And it's just funny because so many people, at least we're self-aware about it, you know. But I do see quite a bit of people going like, oh yeah, man, my company I work for is they're just so cool, man. You know, they're just a whole family like oriented culture, just really unique and innovative and just new technology and just it's like at a certain point it's just scramble soup.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I'm just jaded from like people trying to go viral on LinkedIn, because I always see a post and it has such a clear format. It's like they write one line and then they indent like starting a new paragraph and then it's still just one line to make like what could be like one maybe like 3-line statement, like 12 lines, just to get people to read down the whole post.
yeah.
And it's like, I wake up at 5 a.m., new line. I work hard, new line. I do yoga, new line. I'm just like, stop. Like, then it ends like hashtag recipe for success. Like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, you're sad and depressed like the rest of us. Like, don't hide it.
Nah, I totally get that. I have plenty of people in my circle on social media that do the same thing, where it's just like all new age, like buzzwordy, innovative technology startup stuff, and then Gary V quotes. People love that guy.
Dude, we love. He's cool. Like, he's super successful, no doubt. And like, I can appreciate a company that does like, you know, do innovative things, and yeah, that actually does disrupt. But it's just like I see so much of it when like everyone's just doing the same thing over, and like your company's really not that culture-wise revolutionary. It's just, I don't know. It's like,
No,
don't overestimate your importance, I guess.
no, it's just it's you just have to be careful in, like, at least in the professional world, you have to be careful of these people that like they make money off telling people how to make money, and like
Yeah.
their success just comes from people of like acting like they're successful.
Dude,
And
that's what I
teaching people how to be
think of. I used
successful.
to be on like a drop shipping binge. That's what I think of when I watch all these drop shipper and like e-commerce YouTubers. Like, I'm pretty sure most of them, they maybe had like one successful e-commerce store where they made, yeah, to be fair, a good amount of money, and then now they just make YouTube videos trying to sell them like their $300 online e-com master course. You know, like,
They probably made $300 before they even made the master course, you know.
yeah,
We haven't made any
exactly.
money. No, it's kind of funny. I saw this video that somebody was making fun of Gary Vee, and it was just a guy like wearing a beanie, and it was just a collage of him talking like Gary Vee.
I think
He
is
was
it like an Indian guy?
no, it was like some,
There's
it
one
was
guy
like
that is
some
really
wicked.
funny on YouTube. He's like,
Oh, you'll have to send me
or
that.
oh, it's called Watches Gary V Once. Look it up.
Oh,
Really,
dude, okay, I'll check that out.
yeah.
This one
Really
like
funny YouTuber.
nerdy, this one nerdy white kid was making fun of Gary Vee, and he was just like, content, baby, content, Amazon, Amazon, you fucking idiot. It's like just so like in your face, intense, just saying like these buzzy words. Just
Yeah.
got to be careful about those kinds of things, man. Because I mean, I see it every day, personally.
And I want to give credit. The YouTuber I was thinking of was Captain Sinbad. Super
Ooh.
funny guy. Go check him out. Fun
Okay,
stuff. Yeah.
definitely check it out.
Dude, I want to talk a little bit about Microsoft buying Bethesda that just got announced today, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
kind of nutty.
I have it
It's
in. Have it up right now.
it's like is it like the starts of the new Disney? You know, the Disney of the gaming world.
I mean, Microsoft is gigantic. Oh, the Disney of the gaming world. Okay, well,
Yeah,
let's
like
see.
just buying all the IP or buying all the like networks and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Bethesda is gigantic, right? I mean, just to name off their flagship series, obviously you have Fallout and Elder Scrolls. You
Yeah,
have Doom, Wolfenstein, Dishonored, Starfield, Evil Within, and Prey, and a number of different subsidiaries that are kind of both game developers and kind of game development adjacent companies. Um, Bethesda's pretty big. That's a big purchase for sure. And Microsoft bought Minecraft as well. So I mean, Minecraft, the biggest, highest selling game ever.
yeah, by
Period.
far.
Yeah. So
I'm kind
that's
of
big.
interested if they're gonna keep because like Minecraft is still available on everything, right? You know, so I'm wondering how exclusive they'll try and make games from Bethesda now just to Xbox and I guess by extension Windows, PC, and stuff.
Yeah. That's something. That's a really interesting thing. I guess I didn't realize that Minecraft was available on all these other platforms. But yeah, you're right. I think if Microsoft were to buy, I mean, I don't think they could ever become like a Disney just because Nintendo exists. Like they'd
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
buy Nintendo. There's just so many first party stuff on their end, so they can't really monopolize anything because Nintendo will never sell, right?
right.
Um, so yeah, I don't know if they can ever reach that level, but I think they can kind of corner the AAA stuff and basically Nintendo just becomes the indie machine, which it kind of already is becoming.
Yeah, yeah. That's like the best games that get pumped down on the Switch now are probably like indie games like shit, what was it called? Untitled Goose Game and stuff like that.
Virtually every
Um,
single game
yeah.
that's not a AAA game, I'd rather play on my Switch.
It's just like built for indie games. I feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what's funny? My sister on that. My sister just started playing video games for the first time in her life, and she's
Really?
27 years old, and she's playing on the Switch.
Oh,
Um,
it's a very game or it's a very friendly
it
console
is,
to get into. Yeah.
yeah, it is, and like just sitting down, and I kind of was giving her like a list of games to play. I said like, oh, you got to play Undertale. You should check out Stardew Valley.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
She just beat Mario Odyssey. But I realized there's just such a gigantic list of games I can give to her that she can get through, and all virtually all of them can be great and playable in bed and all that. It's just such a great system to wind down as opposed to like i I love PC gaming, right? I mean, we're about to jump in and play some Valorant here in a little bit. But it's there's such there's
The
a way
Switch is so
bigger.
casual.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
ultimately, what the company that doubles down on a casual basis is always going to win. I mean, mobile gaming is makes up for
Huge.
more money than any other like
Yeah, it's
Xbox, PlayStation, or
incredible.
anything. And that's casual gaming. That's 30-minute increments, maybe an hour max at the end of your day. Mobile gaming, sitting on your couch, and that makes just a tremendous amount of money. So those kind of doubling down on that style of gaming is always going to net you a lot of money, and Nintendo's really done a good job for sure.
Definitely.
But
Yeah.
sorry,
The
just to
price tag though was kind of blew me away. I want
for
to talk about that for a sec.
oh for the Xbox Series X.
Or no, for just what they bought Bethesda for.
Oh,
7.5 billion.
billion with a B.
With the bah, with a B.
Oh my
That blew my
god.
mind. I had no idea a game studio is worth that much. I was talking to one of my roommates that's also into gaming, and I was just going back and forth with him about it. He's like, yeah, I couldn't believe how much it was worth because he's a big football guy, and like football franchises aren't even worth that much. Some of them, you know,
No
like that
way.
is yeah, that is so much money. I mean, they do have like obviously insanely crazy, IPs tied to that studio. I mean, and there's just so much money tied up in there too. Like, well, you don't hear about it much. For example, like Elder Scrolls Online ESO, that's still a pretty, that's still that MMO has a solid player base still. Like that kind of stuff. It's still like chugging along and making the money. So there's just so much tied up in this studio. It's kind of crazy.
Should I buy Microsoft stock?
Uh, yeah, you're gonna want to liquidate everything you have right now and go full Microsoft.
Full
I
Microsoft.
have a business degree,
No,
and we are not financial advisors. This is a parody.
I thought you have an accounting degree.
No, I barely passed my accounting like lower division classes.
Oh, you can't be saying that publicly.
I have to admit it. I can't.
Hey, they went up $3
Did I get
today,
it?
man.
Did I get a degree?
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever.
Yeah.
I'm a marketing major. It's fine.
Oh, you're a marketing major. That's what
Yeah,
it is. Yeah. Hey, man. You should have gone and become a recruiting major.
I was HR is what that would have been, and I was in HR for a little bit, but I switched out because I thought it was boring. Oh! But it was like HR management, and honestly, recruiting, at least what I'm doing right now, is more salesy, to be honest. So
Yeah.
it works out.
Yeah, that's good, man. Well, just to bring it full circle, I do think that Xbox Bethesda partnership is pretty huge. I think this is just like gigantic video game news. It's probably like frontline news and a lot of other. It's basically frontline tech industry news. You know, it's the equivalent of like I don't know. It's like buying an Uber or buying Lyft or something. It's like buying a gigantic tech company that just makes and like sells products, makes a lot of money, and is just worth a shitload. You know.
Yeah, and it's just insane because even if they don't make their games like Xbox exclusive, like the whatever new Fallout eventually comes out or whatever new Elder Scrolls eventually comes out, like they're still just going to bring in so much money from also selling those games on the PlayStation or the Nintendos or whatever, you know?
Yeah, it's insane.
So that's pretty insane to think about.
I am really interested in a future where Fallout and the new Fallout, the new Elder Scrolls are exclusive to Xbox and not even on PC. I want that to happen just because I'm chaotic neutral over here. I think that'd be really insane.
I mean, that's got to be such a big selling point, though, if they do go that route. Because they even said, like, oh, we'll evaluate games on a case-by-case basis, whether or not we want to put it on other consoles. And I mean, like, for me, at least from that 360 era, like, one of my favorite games was Fallout New Vegas, you know, and, like, Skyrim.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting to see how that affects some new and upcoming gamers, especially when they announce this a day. I think it's their pre-orders go live. We're recording this on the 21st. Their pre-orders go live tomorrow, Tuesday, on the 22nd, I believe, for the Xboxes. So
couldn't have been better timing.
Pretty crazy coincidence.
I think that they, I think that they like planned this. Do you think? What do you think?
Nah, Bill Gates
Bill
Gates wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
well,
well,
head of
Phil Spencer,
head
of Xbox.
Yeah.
Nah, good move. Good business move. I think like these console wars are shaping up to be really intense. It's been pretty fun to follow it, especially in this COVID time.
It's really high. It's like the
pretty
best
high
TV I
octane.
got right now.
Yeah.
It's
It's a pretty cool narrative that's going on. You know, I'm happy that like Nintendo, my favorite, is over in the corner, just kind of chilling, hanging out. You know, possibly going to be they're chilling. Yeah. You know, they were scary during that Wii U era, but you know, they made it through there. We don't talk about that. But yeah, it was cool to read this. I think it's going to shape up to be really interesting with PlayStation 5 and Series X kind of going at it. And to be perfectly honest, I do not have a clear winner right now. I'm kind of asking a lot of my friend groups, going like, okay, what console are we getting? Do I want to go for the Xbox? Do I want to go for the PS5? And I seriously don't know. I mean, this news that I read this morning, it kind of pushed me kind of towards Xbox, because I was thinking that the exclusives now for Fallout and Elder Scrolls are going to be here. But you know, that remains to be seen so far.
And dude, I didn't realize just how much of how insane Game Pass was and like what you can get with that, because you're on that, right?
Dude, Game Pass
I didn't
is
realize
one of the
how much of a
greatest
selling
things.
point that was. Yeah,
Game Pass is incredible. So for Thanks for Playing, I've already played 2 games from Game Pass. I haven't had to pay for 2 games that we've played for this podcast, which were Outer Wilds and you know, coming up Oxenfree, which we're playing and recording hopefully here the next 2 weeks. But yeah, I have not had to pay for those games. It's amazing.
Yeah, and I already own Oxenfree, but I had to drop like $30 on Outer Wilds, which
Ooh,
rough. I could have bought sushi with that money.
that's actually a lot of money. That is a lot of money for Outer Wilds. I didn't even know that.
I mean, to be fair, it's a pretty girthy game.
Girthy game. I agree.
Go watch our Outer Wilds episode.
Oh. You got anything else, man?
Nah, baby. That wraps it up for me. Go Lakers.
Yeah, go Lakers. Thanks for listening, guys. Hopefully catch you next week on another Anything is Possible.
Yeah, and if you have any topics maybe want us to chat about, shoot us an email, thanksforplayingpod@gmail.com, or hit us up on Instagram or Twitter at TFP Podcasts. And your boy Rockaby, Matt Rockaby here, is on Twitter at Good Idea Matthew.
Yeah. And honestly, you guys can just text Lucas. You can just text me your suggestions for any topics or any video games you want to do. You know, I think a lot of you listening probably know who I am, probably know me personally.
Honestly, at this point,
shoot me a text. Why are we making
all 40,000 of our listeners do know who you are.
Why are we making them email us? You know, guys, you got my number. Just give me a call.
I'll be so excited when that first email comes through. I check it every day, and every day it's just like the check out what so and so tweeted. I'm like, dumb.
Hopefully, we get a real email here soon, and we can mark that as a milestone in our Thanks for Playing archives.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, we will catch you later.
Skip it up.